That food gonna make you be built like a sack of potatoes, bro. You 41, bro. If you eat that, bro, it ain't gonna serve. And, bro, that food, do you show you won't consume that? So immediately what I did was I associated that with something bad. I painted a picture of it in my head, and it said, nope, we not doing that. We not doing that. Well, Trap, you just talking to yourself. No, what I'm doing to myself is I'm associating the thing that I don't want to do with something bad. Here's what happens when you do that. You start to program yourself in a way that says, even when you get the urge, if you knock the urge off about 5 or 6 times in a row, you've created a new pattern. So we've not learned how to do is create patterns in our life that serve us. In order to build wealth, you got to create wealthy habits. In order to become a great investor, you got to create great investment habits. You cannot build wealth with poor habits. Now you're talking about creating rich slaves. You're talking about going against everything you say you want. And y'all know my favorite saying, you got to change for what you say you want, or you got to change what it is you say you want. You got to change that. So if I go back to the beginning of this, I'm asking you a question. Let's go back to the moment when you truly envisioned, yo, I want to build wealth. When you truly told yourself, man, this is the game that I want to play. And how far have you drifted off from that? But then I want to go a little deeper. I want to go a little deep. Like, I want to ask you a real intimate question right now. And that question is, what distracted you? What took you off course? What made you detour? What made you forget the dream? What made you forget the vision? The emotion when you first said, yo, I want to be wealthy, fam. I want to accomplish that goal. I want my financial freedom. You cannot have financial freedom when every day you go through life a financial slave. And the thing about that is you actually have the keys to free yourself. It's the habits that are keeping you in prison. It's the habits that are keeping you enslaved. It's the habits that's keeping you in bondage. We've heard the old saying, Jose, we all got the same 24 hours. We heard that and it seemed cliche until you start to realize and you ask yourself, I challenge everybody here to ask yourself, what am I doing with my 24? What am I doing? Is my 24 serving me, or am I serving the 24? That's what I want you to ask yourself. Am I serving the 24, or is the 24 serving me? Are we taking advantage of it? I think a couple of weeks ago, Jose, I got up and one morning I just woke up and I never did nothing like this. I woke up, I opened my eyes and I just took a deep breath and I was like, man, thank you, God. And I hadn't did that in like forever. Because for some reason I woke up that morning with so much gratitude, and I remember that everybody don't get that first L. So many people take that first breath for granted. And I heard this saying, Jose, and I heard it like a month ago, and it's been sticking with me. It says, a dying man has one wish while a healthy man has plenty. I can't even take credit for that one. It was too profound. You know how something be so good, you wish you made it up. I was like, golly. But it put so much stuff in perspective for me. Because when you're healthy, when you have this lust for life, right? You want this, you want that. You take so many things for granted. But when you on your deathbed, or when you dying, or when you sickly, you only got one wish. You got one wish. It's to be better. You got one wish. Stay alive. But what happens if every day you lived with that one wish? And that one wish was, how do I be better? That's it. That's it. It's nothing else but how do I be better? How do I evolve? How do I become more passionate? How do I go after my dream? How do I go after the things that I truly love? How can I be better? Because I've said this, comfort is the death of 1,000 joys. And it's prolific because we get comfortable in life and then we begin to overindulge in the things that we enjoy. And that alone can cause lack of progress, lack of growth. That can cause those things. But I want us to take moments. I want us to take moments where we aren't as comfortable. I want us to take moments where we walk to the unfamiliar territory. I want us to listen. When I think about unfamiliar territory, I truly go back and I think about Jacob, Jose. During the famine, he says to his sons, don't sit here and die. Go to Egypt. Why was that prolific, Jose? Because they had to go through the desert. They had to go through a dry place. They had to go through a place where nothing was but death. But they went there on a mission, and they went there with purpose. What happens when you walk through your dry place with purpose? I knew it was going to come, Jose. What happens when you walk through your dry place with purpose? What happens when you walk through your dry place with an end result that you have in mind? What happens when you look at the box and you say, I can do this? The dry place is taking the pieces and figuring out how they go on the puzzle. That's the dry place. You saw the box. You had the vision. You understood what was necessary of you. You understood what was required of you. And then you went into the dry place and said, I'm going to just put the pieces together. This one don't fit. That's all right. You ain't never once thought about quitting. You said, I'm going to do it till I get it done. Repetition is the master of getting the skill. Come on, man. We talking about going through the dry place for purpose. So when they talk about a recession, I get happy. That's the dry place. They talk about these are the repercussions behind stepping off from your job. These are the repercussions behind going all in on your dream. What's the repercussions behind going all in on yourself? You know what that is? Turmoil, turbulence. That's the dry place. But I can guarantee you, if you ask any person who's acquired any type of greatness, whether it's money, whether it's status, whether it's power, whether it's whatever dream they had, they will tell you the minute I decided to go all in on myself, I had to step into the dry place. Stepping into the dry place is a prerequisite to greatness. Damn. Stepping into the dry place is a prerequisite to greatness, Jose. How many people get discouraged in a dry place? How many people get discouraged in the wilderness? How many people get discouraged, Jose, when everything that they thought was comfortable, everything that they relied is taken away from you? You in the dry place. You in the wilderness. What do most people do in the wilderness? They quit. Most people in the wilderness retreat. Not knowing if you endured just a little bit longer. So pain and suffering is two completely different things. Pain and suffering is two completely different things. So if we think about a broken bone, right? Initially, there's the pain. It broke. But if you don't get it fixed, if you don't get it treated, the pain turns to what? Suffering. But if you endure the suffering long enough to get to the hospital, they can do what? Put a cast on it, wrap it, help it heal. So we'll associate pain with the initial response to affliction. We'll relate suffering to enduring the journey. We'll relate suffering to enduring. We'll relate suffering to staying in the journey until we can get it fixed. The problem is, in most cases, when we see pain, when we feel pain, immediately we won't get rid of it. And that immediate response, we don't always do what's right. We do whatever eliminates the pain. But Jose, what if the pain was the prerequisite to purpose? What if pain was the bridge and you had to overcome suffering to get the purpose, Jose? What if the pain was necessary? What if the pain catapulted you to greatness? So I'm going to ask you this question. The question is simple. What is it that's distracting you? And is it the pain that's keeping you from locking in? Is it the pain of the unknown? Is it the pain of what it's going to cost you? See, the pain show up in different ways, Jose. When we got kids, we don't want, and I'm not saying everybody an entrepreneur, but when we got kids, we use the kids as the pain. I don't want to walk away because I got to feed my kids. I don't want to walk away from the job because I got the bills. But what happens if you walk away for a season and you bet on yourself and you can now take care of your family for a lifetime? What we cannot do on this journey, is let a momentary inconvenience turn into generational punishment. We talking about a temporary inconvenience, Jose. Because if we look at our track record, what we do realize is this. Man, everything that we've went through up until this point, at some point or another, we done overcame. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be here. Some winters last longer. Some summers last longer. Some springs last longer. But what is inevitable in life is we still got to go through each season. We cannot duck that. We cannot run away from that. So when you see somebody winning, you know what I always say, Jose? That's their season. I don't know what season I'm in. I may be in winter. I may be in spring. I may be in fall. I may be in summer. I'm in this season. They in that season. That's cool. I'm not worrying about when their season gonna change. I'm just trying to figure out how do I endure whatever season I'm in so I can get to the next one. So I'm ready for winter. I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for summer. I'm ready for fall. And that little break in between, that's called autumn. I'm ready for all the season because I know in order to be great, I must be able to navigate each season correctly. What season are you in? What season of your life are you in? Are things tough for you right now? Are things hard right now? Are you getting adversity after adversity, obstacle after obstacle, hardship after hardship? Oh, you in winter. You in winter. You in winter. But what do you do in winter, Jose? You go get a jacket. You get some boots. You get ready. All right, I'm in winter. What happens if we change the perspective? Like, bet I'm in winter. But if I endure winter, man, that spring? What does the spring mean? What happens in springtime? Renewal. New roses. New flowers. New plants. New vegetation. You put the winter clothes up. And then after spring, what happens? What do we get? Summer. Oh, we outside. We rejoicing. Here's the thing. We know after that, what comes next? Fall. And then summer. Then winter. And then we go through the cycle again. It's life. It's the journey. We can't avoid it. Appreciate every season, and you can change your life just by your perspective on how you navigate the seasons. When I'm in fall, you already know what's happening in fall. You start seeing the little things happen. Okay, it's getting a little colder. Okay, it's a little bit of adversity coming. It's not a lot, it's just a little bit. All right, I done took the white beaters off. I done took the tank tops off. I done shorts off. Okay, it's jogging pants season now. You dress appropriately. Your perspective appropriate. I remember, Jose, going through my trial. I'm going to get to the show. I remember going through my trials, Jose, and I remember being scared in trials. One of the most scariest moments of my life, bro, going through trial. I was so scared going to trial, bro, because none of it was in my hands. And bro, I remember this one day, Jose, I'll never forget it. My lawyer told me something. He said, listen, John Fuller, he said, you keep hearing me say certain stuff. Because I'm like, bro, why you keep making the judge tell you order in the court and the DA keeps saying objection? And bro, why you keep saying that stuff? Why you keep saying that stuff to make the people angry? You tripping. And he said something to me. He said, listen to me. You cannot unhear something once you heard it. He said, they're looking on that table and they see what they see. And we can't take that away. They want them to see that. But they also cannot unhear the things that I say. And what I need you to do is, no matter what I say, no matter what I do, I need you to sit here and act like you're going home. And I promise you, in that moment, after that recess, I said, oh, it's going to be springtime. We going home. Oh, it's going to be this winter. And through that season, bro, I swear, bro, I was sad. I was moving through life like I'm about to go to jail. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm about to go through 25 years, bro. God dang, bro. Keep telling the people I'm urban trained and all this old crap. I'm going home. And I sat there and I was like, yup. Writing in my little tab, I'm scripting, same thing we doing here, look. Yep, just writing stuff, sending them notes, writing notes saying thank you, sending it to them. Writing notes saying God bless, sending it to them. Writing notes to myself saying I'm going home. What you gonna do tomorrow? I'm asleep. I'm writing to myself. I'm asleep tomorrow. Boy, I'm about to crack. I'm going to sleep for 8 hours. Oh, I'm going to call you, girl. I'm literally writing to myself. I wish I still had that tablet. I was writing to myself like I was going, bro, that changed my perspective. I said, I'm going home. People ain't about to lie. I'm going home. And guess what? Not guilty. Not guilty. I changed my perspective. I changed my feeling in my heart. Literally started writing, boy, you free. Boy, you going home. This what you doing tomorrow. I'm going to Broad and Banks and give me a gumbo with a grilled cheese and a big shot. Boy, that thing gonna taste good. I'm going to see my people in Baton Rouge. I want some of my Auntie crawfish etouffee. I ain't thought nothing about prison, bruh. And bruh, my winter went to spring. And I sprung up out them people courthouse. And I ain't looked back since, bruh. So I'm just telling you, if it's your winter, think about how much you gonna enjoy spring. And every day, I want you to think about how much you gonna enjoy spring after the winter over with. I want you to start picking out spring clothes. I want you to start picking out sundress season. I want you to start picking them out. What your back don't look like. I'm going to go to the gym and work on my back. I want you to start thinking about what spring season going to look like. The problem is we overindulge in winter too long. We give winter too much credit. We give winter too much credit. We know it's cold as well. I don't care. This ain't my first winter. This is my 41st one. This ain't my first. I've overcome every winter. This is my 41st one. What we doing? It's your boy, Wall Street Chapman, man. Episode 70-21, man. Let's get to it, man. I apologize. It's winter. I can't wait to spring. It's sundress season. It's sundress season. Take that how you want. Take it how you wanna. Bring it how you feel. Just get real. High boys on her. Ooh, it's sundress season. I love a good sundress season. I don't care what they talking about. I love golf, but I love sundressing too. Gotta find balance, baby. B, you gotta find balance. Me and B talked about this earlier. There's a difference between lusting and overindulgence. Right? Like, if I see it, that ain't nice. I ain't gonna stay too long. I don't want to indulge. I don't want to indulge. But I got to compliment her. I appreciate the sundress. Put that thing, hold your head high. You worked hard for that sundress all winter. You gotta let it show, man. You gotta let it show. All right, man, listen. Episode 72. Jose, what's our name this week? Oh, you already know. Financial dysmorphia. Episode 72. Financial dysmorphia. So in case you don't know what that is, it is, I said that a couple weeks ago. You think you slick. Financial dysmorphia is when you're in one place financially, but you think you're in another place. Right? I ain't mad at you for seeing your spring while you in your winter. But don't spend like you in spring when you in winter. Understand it. All right, y'all, listen. If you right here, I need you to do something for me. I need you to come to the Wall Street Looks Like Us Now Network on YouTube. And if you on the YouTube, we worthy of a like. Get your likes up right quick, y'all. We got a dope show tonight. Get our likes up. Let us know y'all love us. Let us know y'all heard that intro just now. And I want y'all to know something. These intros be top of the head. I be needing y'all to know that. Like, I'm like, they gonna hate me for this one, B. They about to hate me for this one, B. I'm like the 2001 Wheezy when he went to the booth, he wrapped the paper up, he said, I'm going to just get it out of my head, 1,000 bars, B. 1,000 bars off the head, all feeling. This is what we doing. Throw any beat on. All right, listen. Yeah, they be off the head. They be off the cup, y'all. They be off the cup. Definitely, man. Listen, we got 245 people on here. Let me see y'all in the chat. Let me know y'all here. It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard to just maneuver over there, right? Help us get the likes up. Help us get the engagement on YouTube like we need. We trying to build a channel. Get the likes up. Let's go, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. When y'all get in the chat, I need you to say, we here, Trap. We here, Trap. All right, y'all.